Welcome back again. We're going to learn how to drive the fourth equation of motion. So let's say that a body starts with an initial velocity, which is u over here, and let's say the body is moving with a time t, and at a point it now stops with a final velocity represented by what? V. And let's also say that the acceleration is represented as what? As a. Like you can see here, initial velocity, final velocity, time, and acceleration. Now, this is the four parameters we are going to be using. All right. Now, we're going to start from the acceleration. We want to drive the first equation. Now, acceleration is a change in velocity over time. So, acceleration A equals what? Change in velocity, which is when you use the final velocity and from the initial velocity, you're going to divide by the t. You get the what? Acceleration. Now, we want to get that final velocity, which is what? V. What are we going to do? We're going to dash here 1. We're going to use all of this and multiply by this. So we cross multiply. We're going to have V minus U over here, and A multiplied by T is going to give us equals what? 18. Now, because we are interested in finding the final velocity, we're going to move the negative U over to the other side. We have V equals to 80 plus what? U. But mostly, you're going to see it looking in this way. U plus 80 is still the same thing. So this is the formula, and this is the what? First equation of motion. All right. Now, the second equation of motion is when we want to deal with speed. All right. Now, the speed x is equals to average velocity multiplied by time. What is average velocity? Somehow, if you are 10 in your class and you want to get the average score of the 10 students, you're going to do what? Add their score together and divide it by how many students you have. So if you add their score, you divide it by what? By 10. All right. So that is what you're going to do. Average velocity is what? The final velocity plus the what? Initial velocity divided by what? 2. That is average velocity. Now, speed equals to average velocity multiplied by time. This is the what? Our second equation of motion. All right. Now, from this, our second equation of motion, we are going to drive out the third equation of motion. How are we going to do that? Now, considering that fact, we are going to print this. I want to print this. This is the first second. Now, the third equation of motion is that we want to say that x is equals to bracket v plus u over 2 close bracket, and we have 2. But then we know that v, this v from the first equation is equals to what? U plus at. I think v is equals to what? U plus a. So I'm going to substitute this v to be what? U plus at in this what? Expression. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have what? S is equals to bracket U plus bracket. The v now is not going to be what? U plus at all over 2, and I'll multiply by what? By t. Right. So since this plus is going to open this inner bracket, I'm going to have plus multiplied by u, going to give us plus u, plus multiplied by 80, going to give us plus 80. We're going to have s is equals to what? U plus at all to bracket t over 2. All right. Now, what's going to happen? 2 plus u is going to give us s is equals to what? 2u plus 80, over 2. So we continue. What we have here is what? What we have here is t. Now, this t here is going to multiply what is inside this bracket. If t should multiply what is inside this bracket, that is the numerator, we're going to have t multiplied by 2u is going to give us x is equals to 2ut, and t multiplied by 80, we're going to have plus 80 squared all over what? 2. So we could say that x is equals to, because these are adding each other, it means that before we have this expression in this form, we are maybe in this form, 2ut over 2 plus 80 squared over 2. Then if you want to add it, you now call it what? One denominator, according to law of what? Action. So permit me to print this. So in this case, you find out that this will cancel this, and then we are going to have s is equals to ut plus at square over 2. But if you use this value or at square divided by 2, it just means half of what? At square. So I can write this as what? Plus half at square. This becomes our third equation of what? Motion. All right, so that is it. Now we move over to the last equation of motion. Last equation of motion. So this last equation of motion, let's put the new one, which is what ut plus half at squared. Now this fourth equation of motion, we are still going to make use of this speed formula over here. So making use of that speed formula there, you're going to find out that here we have that x is equals to v plus u over 2t. Now from equation equation 1, remember that in this case we said that from equation 1 v is equals to u plus 80 squared, so we substitute v here. But now when you want to drive the fourth equation, you're not going to substitute the value of what? T from still the equation 1. So from that equation 1 here, if we make t the subject of formula, this crossover becomes v minus u, and we have divided by what? A. So that the value of t, if you make it the subject of formula, is going to give you what? V minus u over A. So from equation of 1, t is equals to v minus u over A. We're going to substitute this to this t over here. So once we substitute that, we're going to find out that s is equals to bracket v average velocity multiplied by time, which now is v minus u over A. So the next thing is, since this is holding together by what? Multiplication, we are going to multiply the denominator, so numerator and numerator, and the denominator with the what? Denominator. So doing that, s is equals to, now this you can see here, we are going to do it as a difference of what? 2 square. If you expand this, it's going to give you v square minus u square all over 2 multiplied by a, going to give us what? 2 what? 2a. Now we have to do what? We have to cross and multiply. Do you know why we're not going to leave this like that? Because we already have the formula for what? Speed over here. All right, so we need another formula, and that's you're going to make v the subject of the what? Formula. So when you cross multiply, this is going to come over here, and this is going to multiply here, so that v multiplied by this is going to give us v square minus u square equals to s multiplied by 2a. You're going to give us equals to 2ax. All right, so we are looking for what? V square. This minus u is going to cross over. We're going to have v square is equals to 2as plus u square. And this one here is the fourth equation of motion, which is the final what? Equation of motion. V square equals to what? U square. Is it that? 2as plus u square. Like I said again, most times you're going to see it as u square plus 2as. Now what you have to note is, somehow we have to refer it as the third equation motion. This one is the first one, and the second one, this one is what? The third one. Right. In my next video, I'm going to be telling you how you can make a right choice of which equation you have to choose in your question. And I made a complete video of JAMB tutorial on this equation of motion. Anything that has to do with equation of motion in JAMB, I made a video completely. You can check it on my YouTube channel if you're watching from TikTok. But if you're watching from YouTube channel, check my playlist about physics part of paper. I have a complete question for question of motion. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video to your friends, and if you have any problem, let me know in the comment section. Bye bye.